All right, now we're going to go ahead and copy and share with our Facebook friends. And we're going to go ahead and get started. A very happy Saturday morning to you. It is a beautiful day for both baseball and golf, something I am hoping to do both of today. Sharing it to Facebook. Now turn you around. Let's see how our view looks. Perfect. Well, happy Saturday morning in the prime of baseball season. I am Howard.
I'm Mirabelle.
And this is H&M
H&M
Card
Card
Breaks.
Breaks.
Mirabelle's voice, a little compromised, but on the mend. You should have heard it Wednesday. This is better. We are delighted to be with you. Been a while, been a few weeks. This one took longer to sell than usual, which I'm surprised about. I suspect people are looking for more 2023 boxes, and that's, of course, just fine. You let us know in the chat what we need to be grabbing. We'll be happy to do different boxes. We, of course, love to see the new stuff, but man, this is a really good one, the 2022 Bowman Chrome. As a reminder, I know I've mentioned this up top, we have a current box for sale, and that one I do not expect to last very long. It is a 2022 Bowman Sterling. Those tend to fly. It is 30 cards, 5 autos. So I put a link in the chat, and you can go ahead and join us for those. And then we got about 26 available still on that, but that, like I said, goes pretty quickly. We're excited to be talking to you, of course, about the baseball season, which, frankly, for our New York Mets has not gone all that well so far. And we'll get into some of the reasons why. I'll tell you a little bit about some of the conversations I had this week. I was reporting for my baseball prospectus column out at Yankee Stadium for the Yankees Oakland Athletics. And if you are a fantasy player, I think the A's are surprisingly fertile ground to help you. I'll get into some of the reasons why. But for you, Mirabelle, I know you've talked about you had a little bit of a bad feeling about the Mets so far. I view it two ways, right? One is, geez, they're 19 and 20 so far. The other way I view it is they're a game out of the wild card and 6.5 out of the division, despite their slow start. Justin Verlander's rounding into form. And they've done this without any of their top 7 starters performing the way they wanted to. So to me, with such a long season left to go, I have reason for a lot of optimism. But how are you feeling at this point?
Um, I don't know. Obviously, it's the reason why I'm not like, oh, it's gonna be a terrible season is because it just started.
Mm-hmm.
But as of now, I'm not loving it. I don't know. I just kind of got a feeling at the beginning of the year, like of the season, just because, first of all, I think the biggest thing that like really made me depressed was like Edwin Diaz being injured for
Well,
a
it's
full
just
year.
it's just a tough way to start before the
Yeah.
season even begins.
Exactly, because
No doubt about
he
it.
was the one who like saved us last year. Not the one, but he really helped our team last year, and he was so exciting.
He had a better year than any reliever in New York Mets history, and one of the best years of any reliever in baseball history. And so, I was certainly very excited to see the way he built on that. Now, that said, David Robertson has been fantastic as the closer for the Mets, and they even got a nice save out of Drew Smith last night. So there's at the back end of this bullpen a lot of reasons for excitement. Um, so just to give you guys a sense of who we are and how we do this, because I know a lot of you are longtime members of the H&M Card Breaks family, but we have some newcomers here. I am Howard Megdal, a longtime baseball writer. I cover the sport for Baseball Prospectus and numerous other outlets. I've written a half a dozen books, the most recent on baseball, the Baseball Talmud, which is a position by position guide to the history of Jewish baseball players. As always, if you buy the book, you send me a message. My email is howardmegdal@gmail.com with proof of purchase and an address. I'll send you a signed book plate. And then every copy of the baseball Talmud can be a signed copy of the baseball Talmud. This is Mirabelle. Mirabelle has been my daughter for more than 13 years now, has done a distinguished job in the role. She has collected baseball cards almost as long as that, understands how to treat them, uses the golden rule of baseball cards, which is
treat other people's baseball cards how you want them to treat yours.
And so, from that perspective, obviously, it is a wonderful thing that we were able to find during the height of isolation, where we were able to together collect baseball cards, open these boxes, and get a closer look at them while we're able to share all of this with all of you. Now, there is a trivia question that we're going to start with, and it's one I really like. Okay. In Arizona, Corbin Carroll is having a rookie season for the ages. Corbin Carroll, if you go by OPS plus, he is on pace right now to have the best rookie season by OPS plus in the history of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks have not had a lot of rookies who have qualified for the batting title. They've just had 7 in their history. Corbin Carroll, head and shoulders above everyone else. But I want to know who's number 2, who is currently number 1, who is the most accomplished rookie in Arizona Diamondbacks history. Take a look, Mirabelle. These are the 7 rookies who have qualified for the batting title in Arizona Diamondbacks history. So we're not going to say Corbin Carroll is number 1. He has a chance to easily pace all of those rookies. If you tell me who number 2 is, I'm going to give you a rookie card of somebody who I think has a chance to do it as well. This is Alec Thomas. He's a AAA, very interesting prospect. This is Bowman Chrome first. You tell me who that rookie was who holds the record for highest OPS plus in Arizona Diamondbacks history, and I'll give you an Alec Thomas. We'll add it to your stack if you're in our break. If you're not, per the Padres rule, you are still eligible if you are simply here and with us. So without further ado, we're going to grab names out of the hat. For those of you who don't know, if you bought into the break, your name's in this hat. If you bought more than one slot, you have more than one of your names in this hat. The hat, I love these hats. This is a 1935 World Series Detroit Tigers press pin hat. It's a collaboration between 47 brand and Ebbets Field Flannels, 2 of my favorite. This is not sponsored content. It should be probably, but it's not. These are just companies that I love. The 1935 World Series, of course, for those of you who are in the baseball Talmud realm, is very near and dear to our hearts because it is a World Series that Hank Greenberg played in. The great Hank Greenberg, 331 career home runs, second all-time among Jewish players to Ryan Braun at 352. Certainly would have been first if not for World War II, spending 4 years defeating the Nazis. So without further ado, here are the names. We pick them out of a hat. You go NL East right down to AL West. Boom. That's what we've got. See and hope you get the players and teams you want. Good luck, everybody. Oh, we're going to go one at a time. And we saw, old friend Marco Abrantes. You did all things Atlanta Braves. That is anything Vaughn Grissom, who will be back up soon, I believe. Lonnie Hasselton, you are all things Miami Marlins. Yuri Perez is in this set. Yuri Perez, of course, made his debut last night for the Marlins. 6'8", Mirabelle. That's a big pitcher. Robert Blatcher, a little tear in our hearts when we send out your New York Mets cards. James McIntosh, all things Philadelphia Phillies. If there's a Mick Abel in this box, you're getting it, James McIntosh. Next up, the Washington Nationals, who were nice enough to lose to our Mets last night. And Matthew, I'm going to do my best with this. Matthew Pristis, Przystas. Apologies if I got that wrong. Paul Goldschmidt. That's a great guess, but it is not. Zyrtec D. It is not Paul Goldschmidt, although he was obviously an excellent young player with the Diamondbacks. But you'd had all things Washington Nationals, anything Tabor Ruiz in here. Matt Holtgrew gets the Chicago Cubs. Oh, good. I'm glad. I did my best. Here, can you write it phonetically? I want to get it right going forward, okay? Chad Cardwell, all things Cincinnati Reds. You get anything Ellie De La Cruz. And Matthew, I like that guess. I want you to think first base. It's a very good area to be in. Robert Blatcher, Milwaukee Brewers. Hey, guess what? Remember Keston Hiura, who was very good for the Brewers and then has really fallen off? Is there Matt Holtgrew, Pittsburgh Pirates, all things Henry Davis. Henry Davis, their number one overall pick a couple years ago, is killing it at catcher for Double-A. He's on our list to see this summer. Dennis Maurer, St. Louis Cardinals. But anyway, Keston Hiura, 12 home runs already at Triple-A. Good guess, Matthew. But actually, remember, Matt Williams came up through the Giants system, third baseman over there. So this is a rookie who came up through the Arizona system, still on the Diamondbacks. There's a hint for you. Matt Holtgrew, speaking of, you get anything Arizona Diamondbacks. Robert Blatcher, Colorado Rockies. Hopefully they call up Eleuteris Montero again. Mirabel, I need to stop you. You got a third baseman capable of hitting 30 home runs. You're not going anywhere this year. How are you not playing him regularly? How are you sending him to AAA? Colorado Rockies. I will never understand you. All right. Next up, we got James Lewis. Oh, LA Dodgers. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Bobby Miller, Miguel Vargas.
Why did we have to be Mets fans? Why couldn't we have been Dodgers fans?
Don't worry. The Mets are on the Dodgers plan. It just takes a while. Speaking of Mets fans, Joey Biordi, welcome back. All things San Diego Padres. I hope you get a Robert Hassel. I love Robert Hassel's swing so much. If you want to feel zen, just spend like an hour watching Robert Hassel highlights on YouTube. Absolutely love that guy. Now, technically, he's in the Nationals organization, but in this set, he's with the Padres. Marco Abrante, San Francisco Giants, into the AL. James Lewis. Oh, man, the Baltimore Orioles are such a fun, exciting young farm system. You get the rookie of Adley Rutschman, but you got other guys coming too. You remember Kyle Stowers, the home run we saw him hit? Ooh, light tower power. James Lewis. That's right. James Lewis, you get all things Boston Red Sox. Blaze Jordan, best name in the minor leagues, maybe. Best power out of any third base prospect in the minor leagues, also maybe. Matt Holtgrew, New York Yankees, the other New York team. James McIntosh, Tampa Bay Rays. Just the talent just never stops flowing with the Tampa Bay Rays. Dennis Maurer, Toronto Blue Jays. If there's a Ricky Tiedemann in here, you get him. Almost saw Ricky Tiedemann pitch. Missed him because Mirabel decided to get mitzvahed that week. Marco Abrante, Chicago White Sox. Now he's on the 7-day IL. So I can't even drive to Reading to see him. Dennis Maurer, Cleveland Guardians. All things George Valera or all things, I mean, there are so many of those rookies who are now on their team. Having trouble? You got it? Yeah. Lonnie Hasselton, Detroit Tigers. Matt Holtgrew, Kansas City Royals. Again, as a reminder, you tell me the highest OPS plus for a rookie who qualified for the batting title in Arizona Diamondbacks history, and you get added to your stack. Alec Thomas, Bowman Chrome first. No, it was not Alec Thomas. Not your question. Dennis Maurer, Minnesota Twins. Matt Holtgrew, Houston Astros. Certainly they never lack for talent coming up. Marco Abrantes, Los Angeles Angels. If there's a Shohei Ohtani in here, you get it. There's who's their center fielder? I can't remember. On the Angels, up and coming. From Millville, New Jersey, I remember.
Does it start with an M?
The first name does, yeah. James Lewis, Oakland Athletics. We, of course, mean the pride of Millville, New Jersey, Mike Trout. 2 more to go. Marco Abrante, Seattle Mariners. And again, I mentioned the Oakland Athletics, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But the Athletics have some really interesting fantasy baseball options. Here's Matt Holtbrew, Texas Rangers. And so I'm just real quickly going to tell you about that before we go. I saw J.P. Sears pitch this week. J.P. Sears totally redid his repertoire. J.P. Sears went from somebody who threw like a curveball slider combo. He throws a sweeper, which is like a slider, but it's got east-west movement instead of north-south movement. Combine that with a four-seam fastball that's going about 2 miles per hour faster. His K rate went from 6.6 per nine to 9.6 per nine so far. Totally different pitcher. Now, he's given up 10 home runs in 37 innings. He's got this fly ball rate that's off the charts, and too many of those fly balls are leaving the ballpark. But he gets that under control, which he will by throwing his changeup more. I was talking to him on Monday. He was saying, yeah, I got to get to my changeup early in the game. So third time through the batting order, I have that third pitch. How many times have we talked about that, right? 2 pitches, you're a reliever. 3 pitches, you have a chance to be a starter. So, like, smart. He gets it. Came over in the Frankie Montas deal from the New York Yankees system last year. JP Series is available in all but 5% of Yahoo leads. Somebody to keep an eye on. Something I wrote about over at Baseball Prospectus. Check it out. All right, let's go through the names. I'm still looking for an answer on my trivia question. Greatest OPS plus qualified hitter, rookie, Arizona Diamondbacks history. You tell me who it is, you'll win yourself an Alec Thomas Bowman Chrome First. Look at it. It's a dancing card. All right, here we go.
Atlanta Braves.
Marco Abrantes.
Miami Marlins.
Lonnie Hasselton.
New York Mets.
Robert Blatcher.
Philadelphia Phillies.
James McIntosh.
Washington Nationals.
Matthew Pristis.
Chicago Cubs.
Matt Holtbrew.
Cincinnati Reds.
Chad Cardwell.
Milwaukee Brewers.
Robert Blatcher.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Matt Holtbrew.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Dennis Maurer.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Matt Holtbrew.
Colorado Rockies.
Robert Blatcher.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
James Lewis.
San Diego Padres.
Joey Biordi.
San Francisco Giants.
Marco Abrantes.
Baltimore Orioles.
James Lewis.
Boston Red Sox.
James Lewis.
New York Yankees.
Matt Holtbrew.
Tampa Bay Rays.
James McIntosh.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Dennis Maurer.
Chicago White Sox.
Marco Abrantes.
Cleveland Guardians.
Dennis Maurer.
Detroit Tigers.
Lonnie Hasselton.
Kansas City Royals.
Matt Holtbrew.
Minnesota Twins.
Dennis Maurer.
Houston Astros.
Matt Holtbrew.
Los Angeles Angels.
Marco Abrantes.
Oakland Athletics.
James Lewis.
Seattle Mariners.
Marco Abrantes.
Texas Rangers.
Matt Holtbrew. All right, friends, on we go to the box itself. 2022 Bowman Chrome. You have 2 Chrome autos per master box. Now, that's minimum. We have had more than our share of hot boxes where you end up getting more. I'm very interested to see what we get out of this, but certainly minimum 2 and some real nice hits throughout this box. We've had a handful of 2022 Bowman Chromes. But remember, tell me in the chat, what are some boxes you are looking for us to break? Because we like opening new stuff. Ah, Matthew, you got it. Matthew, congratulations. It is Christian Walker in 2019. Now listen to this, guys. If Corbin Carroll stays healthy and is eligible for the batting title as a rookie, he's at 130 OPS plus this year. That is the 7th in Arizona Diamondbacks history rookie to qualify. That is a real indictment, to be honest with you, of the Arizona Diamondbacks farm system. They've been around since 1997, right? 98. And so Christian Walker at 111, Travis Lee, 3rd, 103, Connor Jackson, 4th, 103. Connor Jackson's a sad story. Just real briefly on Connor Jackson. Connor Jackson, very talented young hitter who suddenly got, what was the disease? The same disease that Ike Davis had, valley fever. And it ruined his career, just like it ruined Ike Davis's career. 5th, just to take you through it, Pavin Smith, 98. 6th, Chad Tracy. Remember Chad Tracy? 2004. And 7th, Chris Young, not Chris Young, but Chris Young, right? I mean, Chris Young, the outfielder, not Chris Young, the 6'10" starting pitcher from Princeton, both of whom eventually, by the way, played for the New York Mets. And if we're being real about it, not very well. Yeah, I miss Connor Jackson too. He was a really good young hitter, and then he just off the table. So sad. Valley fever. They have not figured it out. Never did Valley fever, Mirabelle. or consumption, by the way. It was a thing we learned last night at Moulin Rouge, which we saw on Broadway. Recommend it, the show, not consumption. Okay, so here we are. So again, you got the two mini boxes within. I'm just going to get you started. That way you can open them as you see fit. Come on. Khalil Watson, who I have high hopes for in 2023. And of course, Bobby Witt Jr., who longtime friends of the program know, has been someone Mirabel and I have been following since the day he got drafted out of high school. Huh, not so easy. Bear with me.
You can use the pen.
I can use the pen, but I like to.
That's how I do it.
I can avoid using. There we go. Now I got it. All right. So again, 30 cards per mini box, 60 cards total. All cards ship.
Sorry.
That's all right. In a soft case, followed by a hard case, for the golden rule of baseball cards. All right. So you know what, Matthew? While we're at it, I'm going to write you down. I'm going to give a second trivia question. And let's see how you do. The second trivia question is as follows. Cody Bellinger having a real comeback season for the ages in his age 27 season. Enters today with a 133 OPS plus. Love to see this back. Here's Bellinger. This is a 1986 Topps Throwback 35th anniversary. We love these. This happened to be my first set originally. I am an old, and so 1986, the original, were the first cards I ever collected. My question for you, who had the best age 27 season by OPS plus in Chicago Cubs history? If you get this one, you get your Cody Bellinger, and you have definitely earned it, because this one's not an easy name. Not as recent as as Christian Walker. All right, good luck, friends. Nick Lodolo, rookie card. That's a nice card right off the bat. Oh, look at that, another Alec Thomas. Look at that. Who's getting Alec Thomas? Matt Holtgroup. So this is the original rookie, and this is his rookie card rookie. Going your way. And we have auto number 1 already right out of the box. It's going to Gavin Tonkel. Bowman first and a rookie. James McIntosh. You got that for yourself. We're going to put that in our case right away. And it'll be on display. Gavin will watch over the rest of our break. Congratulations. That is a solid auto. I don't just mean from the value perspective, although that's pretty nice. Phillies are getting much better the last couple of years at producing position players. See also Bryson Stott, if you don't believe me. Noel V. Marte, interesting young infielder in the Mariners organization. On Yanquiel Fernandez. Bowman first. All right, we got some nice cards going already. Next up, Alec Bowman Mirabel. Alec Bowman having a real comeback season for the ages this year.
He's on my team.
He's doing quite well for you. Aaron Judge, number 99, just off the disabled list. Oh, this is beautiful. So this is numbered to just 50. Last season of Albert Pujols. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this, guys. 2 of 50. That is going to you, Dennis Moore. Congratulations. One of the best baseball experiences I ever had. I didn't even go as a journalist at that. I went as a fan. I was in Milwaukee for a book signing, and the Cardinals were playing an afternoon game. It was in the peak of Pujols' career. Watched him hit 2 home runs with a seat right above the first base dugout. Oh, that was a beautiful day in Milwaukee. Really good bratwurst, too. Adrian Placencia, Bowman first. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And Daniel Vasquez, the infielder out of the Kansas City Royals. Matthew, I love the guess, Sammy Sosa. To just give you a sense, Sosa, the highest he ranks on the age 27 list is 26th. So it's a great guess. He had 40 home runs that year. This player, I'll be honest with you, you name any of them in the top 4 age 27 seasons, I'll give it to you. Number 1 was in 1901. All right, next up, what do we have? We've got Eloy Jimenez. Get well soon, Eloy. Injured again. Always injured. I hate that. Javier Baez finally starting to hit a little bit and stop getting thrown out on the bases. So I'm really glad this is a good prompt. Henry Davis had a streak earlier this month, 6 home runs over 8 games. He is catching. He is a plus defensive catcher. He is doing it at Altoona. Reading, Altoona, coming up June, July. We're going to go see Henry Davis in person, although he might get promoted by then. Next up, Yasser Mercedes, international signing, Minnesota, and Danny DeAndrade, Minnesota. Oh, and a lot of nice Bowman firsts. They're not inserts, but Dennis Moorer, you're doing very well here. All right. Next, Salvador Perez, the great catcher with the Kansas City Royals, of course. Freddie Freeman, Los Angeles Dodgers, still weird. Nolan Gorman, who's been tearing it up early on for the Cardinals, basically the only one who is. And Leonardo Balcazar, Bowman first, Cincinnati Reds. And Janeski Noel, who's a fascinating toolsy corner infielder with Cleveland. He's got a long swing, but a powerful one. 2 more. Still waiting to see if it's a hot box. We have that guaranteed auto already here. I thought Shohei Ohtani was a pitcher. Weird to see him hit in here. Future Met, God willing, Shohei Ohtani. Fernando Tatis Jr. Wrote about him over at 538 just prior to that site's demise. Fernando Tatis Jr., the only real comparison in terms of production was Stan Musial for a guy who missed a full season. Tatis Jr., going to be great, whatever you think of him. Oh, and we just were talking about it, Janeski Noel. So here's your insert. So you get multiple Janeskis. Dennis Moorer, have yourself a day. Marcelo Mayer, who is quickly moving up to the top of the list of Boston Red Sox hitting prospects. And Victor Acosta, really interesting, toolsy guy in the Padres system. I love that. I love watching that kid play. Next. Oh, we were just talking about him, George Valera, Shades of Greatness. Nice insert for you, Dennis. He's got to get his wrist healthy. You never want to see a power hitter with a wrist issue. But once he does, now we'll be talking. Look at this, guys. This is numbered to 50. Jose Rodriguez, Bowman Invicta. Look at this card. Look how beautiful this card is. I haven't seen this insert. Have you? We've done a bunch of these boxes. We've never gotten this one. So that is going to you, Marco Abrantes, longtime friend of the family, the H&M Card Breaks family, that is. Now, this one's a little thicker. I'm going to see if it doesn't go in our standard case. I definitely have the thicker case for you, Marco, not to worry. Let's just take a quick look and see. Sometimes these can be deceiving. No, you're going to need the thicker case. So we'll get you. I've got that upstairs. We'll get you the thicker case, not to worry. But a very cool one. Next up, Samuel Munoz, Bowman Chrome first. Again, basically anyone the Dodgers draft or sign internationally, just hold on to them. Is this? You're not at the ballpark. I can't tell where this picture's from.
Oh, yeah, and this one too.
Alexis Hernandez, Bowman first, Chicago Cubs. Again, that's what's so interesting. A lot of these guys are so young in Bowman that you can't even get them at the ballpark because they haven't played professional baseball yet. All right. We are halfway home, friends. Here, will you get this one open? Come on. Almost there. Almost there. Let's try the side. All right, I'm going to use the Mirabelle method. The pen. Okay, that should get us started nicely. Just like to keep the box as intact as possible when we do it. All right. In fact, do me a favor. Get this one open, and I'm going to grab that bigger case real quick for that insert.
Okay. So how is everybody liking the Bowman Chrome? I like it a lot. I'll start getting the first pack opened.
Just where I remembered it. So Mirabelle, Pete Alonso's got 13 home runs so far this year. What do you think he's going to end up with? That is on pace for about 50. You think he's going to get to 50?
I think so.
I think so too. I think this is a next level Pete Alonso in terms of swing decisions. I think you're seeing the average go up a little. And I think you are seeing Pete Alonso really find himself. And here we are into number 2, Christian Pache, now with the Phillies, but for purposes of our break, James Lewis and the Athletics get him. Josh Donaldson, New York Yankees on the injured list. Yiddy Cappy, maybe my favorite position player prospect in the Miami Marlins organization, other than Khalil Watson. That's a nice insert. SG26. That is coming to you, Lonnie Hasselton. Joey Weimer, Bowman first. Joey Weimer, who is now on my fantasy team. He was on my keeper league team. And he's now playing on a regular basis. Very rare you get the Bowman first the same year as the guy makes the big leagues or the following year. So Robert Blatcher, hold on to that. Weimer's power speed profile. Ooh, I love it. And Rain Donkin, Bowman first. Again, Dodgers, James Lewis. So many Dodgers. All right, here we go. Still waiting on that second auto in box number 2, plus whatever other delights await. Cabrian Hayes. Again, he's not a dominant hitter. He doesn't have to be. He might be the best defensive third baseman in the league other than Nolan Arenado. Dylan Carlson, outfielder for the Cardinals. Curtis Mead. Interesting. This is the Arizona Fall League card of his. Tampa Bay Rays. That's a nice insert. Here is Yordani De Los Santos. Bowman Chrome first. Really nice card. This Pirates team that just keeps on producing prospects. Matt Holtgrew. Hold on to that. And Oscar Colas, who's having a very solid rookie year for the Chicago White Sox. Here's his Bowman first. Signed out of Cuba. Coming your way, Marco Abrantes. Next, Bobby Witt Jr. So here's the rookie. Here's the major league rookie for Bobby Witt Jr., who is just, I mean, why did he pop, you think, for us so much? Why was he such a memorable player when we watched him get drafted, do you think?
I don't know.
I just think for me his tools really jumped out. Wilson Contreras with the Cubs here, with the Cardinals now, a catcher here, a DH now. Wilson Contreras has been going through it, that's for sure. Averson Arteaga. Again, I love this insert.
Yeah.
It came to the league. Such a cool thing. Now, he's also on my keeper league team. Such an interesting power speed combo. I like this. I love these inserts. I love that they're putting the real young players in that. So that's going your way, Marco Abrantes. Hold on to that. And a second Curtis Mead for James McIntosh, Tampa Bay. Oh, okay. Look, does this guy, Colton Cowser, hit AAA pitching in such a way that he should be in the big leagues now? Yes. Is Colton Cowser going to stick in the big leagues because of his bat alone? No. Colton Cowser plays a strong defensive center field. You add that to a plus bat. James Lewis, hold on to your Colton Cowser. All right, we've got 3 packs left. As a reminder, you can buy into our next break right now. It is a 2022 Bowman Sterling. It's going to go fast. 5 autos, 30 cards total. Here's Sam Bachman, Los Angeles Angels, coming your way, Marco. Marco, nice break for you. I always love to see that. And a second one of these, by the way, Nelson Velasquez. This one is not numbered, but this is a beautiful Bowman. Is this Inception? Invicta. Invicta. So that is coming to you, Matt Holtgrew. Get in the soft. I will get you also a bigger case as well. Just a little bit thicker. You'll feel it. A real nice, substantial card. Just beautiful. You'll love to see it. Christian Hernandez, interesting young shortstop with the Chicago Cubs. And Jose Rodriguez, Chicago White Sox. 2 left. We are still waiting on auto number 2. It's going to be in one of these next 2 packs, or else Bowman's going to have some explaining to do. All right, Joey Gallo having a nice comeback year for him. You like to see that. Gallo struggled so much. Mookie Betts. Oh, we'll get to the auto in a sec. Mookie Betts, great right fielder, great shortstop, great second baseman, can do it all. He's playing shortstop. So we've got, this is beautiful. No, it is numbered in front. Christian Franklin, Bowman Chrome first, 78 of 150. That's a nice pull, Matt Holtgrew. Let's just take a closer look at this one. Just beautiful. I love that alt. Standard on the back, CPACF. Christian Franklin, very, very interesting young outfield prospect with the Chicago Cubs. That is beautiful. Numbered, or I mean, that's the trifecta, right? It's numbered, it's a Bowman first, and it's an alt with the auto. You love that. Oh, Robert Blatcher, take good care of my baby, as the song goes, right? Francisco Alvarez, who has been tearing the cover off the ball. Not literally, of course, that's against the rules, but crushing the baseball while really doing a great job on catcher framing. New York Mets. He's been one of the bright spots so far. Carson Williams, Tampa Bay Rays. Last one, Mirabel, tell the good folks at home where they can follow us everywhere.
So you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter where we post when we're going to go live. You can follow us. Are we live on Facebook?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And we also go live on Facebook.
No. Well, actually, this one we just went live on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We let people know on Facebook we were going live.
And then you can subscribe to us on YouTube where we do go live.
Every time. Also some shorts, baseball shorts. Whenever we're at the ballpark, you're going to hear from us.
And you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok and all of that, and eBay, where you can buy into our breaks, and all of that at HM Card Breaks.
That's right. Andrew Vaughn doing a great job hitting this year for the Chicago White Sox. Look at the throwback. I'm going to wear something throwback White Sox today. That's what I'm going to do. JD Martinez, designated hitter, Boston Red Sox. Oh, that's a nice insert too. Look at this one. So this is Benny Montgomery, numbered to 199. Benny Montgomery, one of the sweetest swings and the best TikTok in the 2021 Major League Baseball draft. Oh, that's very nice. Jose Ramos, Los Angeles Dodgers, and Willie Vasquez. Bowman first to close it out. Tampa Bay Rays. We're going to put you up as well. Look at the purple insert. So yeah, so we'll look again, friends, as a reminder, let us know boxes you're looking for. I'm going to start getting more 2023 inventory, and we're going to continue to shift in that direction. So let us know, as much for us as for you. We like opening the new stuff. We like learning about the new cards together. We will get these packing out the door to you today. Just as a reminder, Gavin Tonkel, Philadelphia Phillies auto, went to James McIntosh. Albert Pujols insert numbered, going to Dennis Moorer. Jose Rodriguez numbered, Bowman insert. That is going to Marco Abrantes. Nelson Velasquez insert, Bowman Invicta, not numbered, but a beautiful card. That is going to Matt Holtgrew, as is Christian Franklin Bowman. First auto, numbered to 150. Benny Montgomery, the purple insert, going to you, Robert Blatcher. Congratulations, Matthew Pristis, on winning the Alec Thomas. We'll get that included as well. And we're going to roll over the Cody Ballinger trivia question for next time. So until then, I am Howard.
I'm Mirabelle.
And this is
H&M
H&M
Card
Card Breaks. Have a
Breaks.
wonderful weekend full of sunshine and baseball, everyone. Happy Saturday to you.